Before this, I didn't own a 640 class thermal. Not because I didn't want one, but because they were simply out of my price range. But now with the Mars MT1000 from OneLeaf, this changes everything. This is definitely in everyone's budget. The first day I got here, like usual, I went to Academy, I got the stuff that I needed for the hunt, I stopped at the burger joint. Man, I love those little small sliders. And then I went to the dollar store so that I could get my groceries. I opened everything up and man, I was impressed. Everything looked nice, well packaged. I was so excited and I just wanted to put it on the rifle already. This is the Mars MT1000LRF thermal from OneLeaf. It's a 640 by 512 resolution with a 12 micron pixel pitch. It comes with a 50mm lens, a 35mm lens, and here is the unit itself. It's really well built. There's a Type-C port for charging and data transfer, your mini HDMI port, and your micro SD card. And here is the battery cap, really well made. It comes with all of these accessories right here and extra parts. And I think if you're saving up for a 330 class thermal, just save a little bit more and get yourself the 640. This thing is phenomenal. The build quality really surprised me. It's small, it's sturdy, it's really well built. I got the Igman 55 grain FMJ ammunition. That's what I'm going to be using. And I also got the Brynite XP22 Scorpion on here. This is my favorite tactical weapon LED light. The tactile feedback, you can definitely tell how many clicks you're twisting. The buttons, really easy to identify, and they're actually easy to find in the darkness. You don't have to go like this and then turn the light on. Oh, that button. And there, and then coyote's gone, or whatever you're hunting's gone. You can easily remember what all the buttons do. Nice big power on button right there. And this is so smooth. And checked out the laser rangefinder. It's very reliable. As long as you put in the correct data for your ballistic parameters, it's gonna tell you where to aim. And at night, whenever you're running a caliber, maybe like a 22 Magnum or a 17 if you're trying to push it out and it's gonna drop a little bit, this will tell you exactly where you need to hold over. I did the shot 0, started off with 25 yards. I got a hot hands right in the middle. I'm just gonna see where it's hitting, and then from there, we'll make an adjustment with the 1-shot 0. This is definitely low, so let me pick it up and I'll get on target. The first one hit a little bit too low, so I adjusted it into 1-shot 0. Now let's see where it's hitting. That's a lot better. The first shot hit right there, and I adjusted it, and boom, there's the second shot. So let me take it out to 120 yards, and I'm gonna sight it in right there. I put 2 on paper, and I took it out to 117 yards. I was calculating 120 just by eye, and I went back there and it was 117, pretty close. I estimated it to be about 120 yards. I'm gonna check with the rangefinder and we'll see how precise I got. That's about where I expect the coyote to come out, maybe a little further, about 150 along the tree lines. So at 120 gives me enough opportunity to shoot him up close without having to put the sight down too low. So let's take 3 shots and we'll see where it's hitting. Let's zoom in. Okay, let's look at the different color patterns again. Let's try that. Oh, let's check the rangefinder. And it's 117 yards. I almost got it perfect. Sight in at 117 yards. Okay, that's 3. Let's go check out where that hit. The shots were high and left, right there. So let me make the adjustment and I'll bring it right back to bullseye. Okay, we're going again at 117 yards. After doing the shot 0, they were shooting it up and left. Now let's see where it's hitting. That's what I like to see. 1, 2, 3. I just have to put it down a couple inches and it's perfect on bullseye. I adjusted it again and now I'm right on bullseye. Look at that. I put some shots on paper. I put it really close to the bullseye and the camera is falling. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It's off. All right. And so after that, I was ready for the hunt. I went to an area that's really open. This is where the cows love to chill out at night and they're always grazing around. And sometimes the coyotes will be going through the cows and they're looking for fawns and they're looking for little calves as well, because there's deer that they bed right along the tree lines next to the cows. And so they're always out there. I mean, there's rabbits out there, there's raccoons, so it's a hot spot for them. I just don't like to shoot there too much because the cows kind of get scared a little bit with the gunshots. So today I was like, you know what? We need to control this area because they're getting too comfortable here. And I haven't seen a lot of rabbits in this area, which I usually do, and I want to. So the coyotes don't have natural predators. That's us. That's our job. Everything's ready to go. I got the RF-15 with the oneleaf Mars MT1000. I even got the jungle formula out here because the mosquitoes are so bad. This is my backup HCO1 Noctua. The T2 Thermal Master is going to be my spotting aid. I even got the iPad out here because I'm going to be watching some videos. And this is a speaker where I'm going to be playing the vocalizations. I got my coffee, some water, and there's a tripod. Everything's ready to go. I stand out here and I had the T2 Thermal Master out. The handheld thermal really helps out so that I don't have the thermal glued to my eye all the time. raccoon. Oh no, it's an armadillo. At first, I filmed the cows for a little bit. I actually heard some noise behind me and I thought it was a pig. Turns out it was an armadillo. They love to make noise, just like squirrels during the daytime, and you think it's a big old buck. Well, at night, the armadillos are making so much noise you think it's a hog. After I saw these little critters, I actually saw some deer that were laying down. Like I mentioned earlier, they like to bed around the cows. I made some coyote vocalizations, but I didn't see anything, so I stayed quiet, and then later on, I saw a raccoon. Okay, so I shot it somewhere right here. Big old raccoon. Yep. Good headshot right there. And I've been seeing too many of them. If you've watched the channel long enough, you know that they love to take all the corn and they reproduce like crazy. So I took them out and I sighted this, remember, at 117 yards. So I have to be precise with my shot right here. I have to be really precise. Headshot, boom, took care of them. And that was it for that. I didn't see any coyotes, any hogs. I stayed quiet to see if hogs came out, but nothing. The past few days, I've been using just a white rope. And I gotta tell you, it's very uncomfortable. It makes a lot of noise. And I had to put a bunch of knots so it didn't rip. And I wasn't that comfortable using it. So definitely happy I got this from CVLIFE. Here's another thing I love about this sling. I can walk without holding on to anything. Look at that. Day two, guess what? A lot of rain. I thought that it was gonna go around. I did check the weather before, but it turns out that Texas, it changes a lot, and so it went straight towards us. This is about as calm as it's been all day, and it's 6 p.m. I literally have been waiting all day for the rain to die down. I've been wanting to just go out like that, but it was literally pouring. So now I got everything ready, and even if it starts raining a little more, I'm not gonna be using it all the time, so I'm gonna be reusing this GoPro case, and all I'm gonna do is close it up a little bit, and I'm gonna slide the MT1000 like this, and that's how I'm gonna be walking around with it. Pretty much like a little protective case. Fits perfectly. I got my backpack ready and snacks and everything, so let's head out before it starts pouring again. Hope there's lightning. And I got a lot of thunder, a little bit of lightning, but mainly it was just rain. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna cover the scope, and it cleared up enough. Let me take off. Once it cleared up, I went to a spot where I knew there hadn't been anyone there in a long time. So I thought, you know what, if something's out there and it was bedded and it was hiding under a tree, the sun came out, it's a perfect time to find them. As I was walking, I didn't even hear nothing. I just saw a flash of white and I looked over and I saw baby coyotes. I saw coyote pups. I know some people might be compassionate about the coyote pups, but guess what? A pup is just as dangerous as a big one because it's gonna grow up. And that pup has to be fed. Guess what it's gonna be fed? The same things. So no compassion for the coyotes here.
Got one.
And I tried to take all three of them. I just smoked one of them, bam. As he was laying down, I tried to take 2 more shots, but I didn't put a good follow-up shot. I thought I hit one of them because I heard some whines. I might have maybe clipped a leg or something, but I searched. I went around, I actually walked for a good while, for like 30 minutes, and I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing else, so.
Okay, I got everything ready in my backpack. The Radical Firearms RF-15 is ready with the one-leaf Mars MT1000, and everything is nice and in order. Now make me some coffee. So, ready to head out. I'm almost to where I started corning. I put a bunch of corn out there on the tree line, and I got the thermal. I'm using the TH25 as a spotting aid. So let's go. Oh, I see a deer. Yeah, I see a deer. I'm gonna show you right now with the one leaf. And there's a rabbit right in front of me. I don't know if you can see it, but he's right there. With his ears up. And so far that's it. The cows are over here. Okay. So let me show you what that deer looks like over there.
I was looking with a thermal, and I think I see a pig. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out with the one leaf. I'm gonna put the 223 to the test again, even though I know how it performs. Outline, I was like, oh man, that's a big pig. And I just waited until the cows were out of the way in the background. I settled in, I took a steady shot. Bam! Smoked them right there. The 55 grain FMJ just went right through him. It hit in the back and went into the ground. And there he is. Man, this thing is massive. It's gonna be tough to haul him out. That's it. That was the end of day 2. The new Mythical Monsters coloring book from Rad Lines brings legendary creatures to life with ultra-realistic artwork you can actually sink into. Every monster comes with fun facts, history, and quick quizzes that make you feel like you're immersed in the story. It's the kind of book adults get hooked on and kids won't want to put down. Whether it's for you or for a holiday gift, this one stands out. It's available now on Amazon. The link is below. And day 3, it cleared up a little bit as well. I saw some action outside. There was a doe out there early in the morning. You know, some little insects. The horse was having fun. You know, everyone's fun that the sun's out. And I took off walking. I saw a rabbit, and man, this made me happy. This is what we want to see. The rabbits and the fur-bearing animals out during the daytime. This means that they feel safe. Obviously, at nighttime, we want to see them too, but during the daytime is key. So check this out. This is most likely from a coyote. Coyote down. Yep, well, tooth fell. But yeah, most likely from a coyote. It is a coyote. Then it started raining. It started sprinkling first, but it came down a little bit too hard. So I had to put my hood on, and I sought refuge under a tree because there wasn't any thunder, any lightning. I kept walking and I finally got to the stand. I got to the space shuttle blind. Once I finally got to the space shuttle blind, I was safe from the water. And I'm gonna stay here for a long time, the whole night actually. I'm gonna stay quiet and I'm gonna see what comes out. There's the doe right there. And as a reward for staying quiet, I saw a doe. It was just eating at the feeder, nothing special. I was waiting to see maybe if a buck came out. This isn't deer season, not at this time, but I always want to see what's in the area, what do we have in the ranch. There's a deer by the feeder. Oh, there's a doe right there. Then I saw another doe and a fawn. it was just beautiful to see the fawn just having fun, jumping around, enjoying life, and just enjoying being a deer. It's great to see that. Later on, when night fell, I heard something under my stand. I kept hearing just like claws, just clink, 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 clink. And I'm not hearing things, I'm like, is something trying to come up on the ladder or my stand? What the heck? And finally I shined the flashlight, and it was this little squirrel. I thought it was a chipmunk, but I think it's a flying squirrel. And it definitely wasn't afraid of me, and I think he was actually kind of pissed off that I was in its house. So I had to let the squirrel know, hey, this is my stand. You can stay here while I'm gone, as long as you guard it from snakes. Once they took off, the cows came. Of course, they came announced, crashing through the woods, mooing everywhere, letting the whole world and the whole woods know that they're coming. So I stayed quiet. I worked on the iPad on my phone for a little bit while they settled down. And as they settled down, I saw a raccoon was among them. I obviously didn't want to shoot because it's just, I don't want to shoot a raccoon right now since I'm hoping for something bigger, and he was too close to the cows. And then finally, once they settled down, I noticed that one of the raccoons was going to the feeder.
Hold on to your seats here for day 4, because it's full of action.
That was the end of day 3, but that's not the end right there. Now we're heading into day 4. Hold on to your seats here for day 4, because it's full of action. I came back, day 4 was actually a week later, but I put it in sections into days, so this is the 4th day. And when I came back, I went to the spot that has a water hole. When I looked up, I saw a big old buck was drinking water calmly, but something made him uneasy. And it wasn't me, because the wind was perfectly in my face. I was recording the buck. You can't see the antlers because they don't produce a lot of heat, but you can see it when the buck took off and he passed in front of the trunk. You can see it right in front of the tree where the outline is at. And what was making him uneasy is something that was rustling in the brush. It was making a lot of noise. I thought it was a cow, and next thing you know, it was a big old hog. But before that, I thought I had stopped recording, but I didn't. I had the recording going because the buck took off. I thought I stopped it. And when the hog came out, I pressed the button. I thought I was recording. Turns out I stopped the recording. And I saw one come out, and bam, I smoked him. And another one came out, and I put another shot. I missed, and I put another one in him. And I think I hit him in the ass or somewhere in the leg, because it just made a noise. And I know it wasn't a frontal hit because I shot him a little bit behind. I looked and it wasn't recording. Are you kidding me? I was so pissed. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How did you not record that?
All right, I'm gonna look for blood. I hear the pigs, I hear the pigs. I definitely hit the pig, at least one of them, hopefully two of them. And I found some blood. I'm gonna show you right now. You're gonna see it in black and white because of YouTube rules. I don't like it. I just follow the rules, that's how it is. There it is. See that right there? That's blood.
And then I found blood, so I know I hit the pig. I heard them over there squealing, making noise. I went and tried to find them, but I wasn't able to find them. They went into the forest deep, and I just wasn't gonna go in there. I know that I put a good shot on the first one. It was just a little bit high. I think I put him in the shoulder, so he should be dropping. The second one wasn't a great shot, but hopefully he died. I think he did. And so wow, what an experience. It's a learning experience, and next time I just have to be sharper, and I know exactly when I'm recording and when I'm not recording. And I went walking, night fell.
I think I may see a pig at the feeder. I don't know yet because there's a lot of cows around. So I gotta check with the scope and really identify it for sure. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, he turned around and his head is right behind the cow again, right in front of it. Gotta wait for him to turn around again. There we go. Come on, turn around. I'm about to take him. And there goes the hog. He's down, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
We got ourselves a hog. Yes, sir. I didn't think anything was gonna come out until the cows left because they were making a lot of noise. And that raccoon was there for about 2 hours. It just wouldn't leave. And then when I looked again with the T2 Thermal Master, I saw that there was something there that was too big under the feeder. Either a calf got into the food plot or that was a big hog. So I stopped watching the videos that I was looking at and I looked at the OneLeaf Mars MT1000. It has a 640 resolution, so I can see crystal clear that it was a hog. All I had to do was just wait until it got out of the way because it was right in front of a cow. And as soon as the head gave me some clearance, I took a shot right here. And he's down. So let's go check him out.
The cows are still chilling around here. Alright, let's go in. And it's flooded. And there he is. Man, this thing is massive.
After I dropped him, I went and saw that he was there and I just took off and I said, you know what, the coyotes are gonna take care of this one. I don't even wanna grab him. He's too big and it's too late. And I like doing that. I like leaving the food out there for the coyotes and then coming back later to hunt them. Even though I wasn't able to hunt it this time, I let them get used to that so that they know that when they come, there's gonna be food. And then I'm gonna just pick them out and take them out. Then finally I took off walking and I went to the same spot. And this is the story that I told you to check out and that I was gonna tell you earlier. Because of that chick month, I thought he was gonna be taking care of, you know, the snakes and stuff. But when I was coming down from the stand, wow, I saw this freaking, looked like a Jungle Book cartoon. The snake was just dangling in front of my face and I'm, 20 feet in the air. I can't go nowhere. So I'm trying not to fall or freak out and the snake is just making its way down. And so I'm trying to record it and I finally locate it and go down and I'm gonna go hunt this thing because I don't want it to come back into my stand. I don't care if it's just a garter snake, a poisonous snake or whatever it is. That snake's going down. And so this is the hunt, check it out.
Man, I hope that damn snake didn't get away. Last I saw, he was passing through right there. But he's not there anymore. I don't know. There he is. There he is. There he is. I see him. I think I hit him. He needs to stay still so that I hit him.
Now this is just a rat snake. It's not venomous, but still, I don't want a snake anywhere near my stand. And finally, once that snake was exterminated, I rolled it into a little It looked like a ice cream cone or something that I rolled it into. It's pretty cool.